you did the boot camp for UI UX.
Yes.
If somebody wants to do UI UX, what do you recommend?
If they have a degree or no degree?
We'll do two options. If they don't have a degree, what you recommend?
So if they don't have a degree, here's the thing. The field in UX is not really, they don't care about degrees for real. Unless you're in FinTech, then they care. GovTech, don't really care. EdTech, don't really care. You can go to a boot camp. As long as you got some case studies that's real good, you know how to talk that talk in them interviews, you're fine. If you have a degree, that's a plus. It don't change really anything salary or, price range rise. So if you have a degree, that's just an extra bonus. They just know you kind of diverse a little bit. So like with me, I have a software engineering degree, so I can handle, some back end stuff, front end, and also I'm really good at development handoffs. I know how to communicate with my developers. So not only that, I know how to manage UXers and developers because I have that experience. So it really just depends on the person. But a lot of people, I always tell them, I recommend a lot of boot camps and a lot of certs. Go get you some certs. Go get you, 1 or 2 good boot camps, and then go get certified in the UX. I think it's called Human Centered Design Certification. I can't remember directly, but it's basically a CUA. If you don't have a degree, I recommend you go get a CUA. If you have a company that can pay for it, I advise you to have them pay for it because it's like $5,000. But if you don't, spend the $5,000 out of your pocket, and I swear it's going to boost you up 10 times more.
Okay. Now, if the person has a degree, what they should do?
I still recommend the CUA. I'm not going to lie. I took it twice, and I failed it twice, and I had a company pay for it. And I was like, after that, I'm not going back. So I was like, you know what? My degree is enough. I don't want to go get a master's. I don't want to go get a PhD. I'm going to stick it out with the degree, keep it pushing, just upskill my case studies, and I'm done with it.
What is the CUA? Like, what does it teach you?
Basically, it just teaches you the fundamentals of human-centered design, a little bit of psychology, and then also user-centered design. So you focus on the users, you're focusing on human communication behaviors, and then you're also understanding the pros of, UI, UX, and then you're also understanding the deep dives and the, pain points and all the good stuff about UI, UX. I think it lasts for like a month. I don't know. They keep changing it. But I think it lasts for like a month, and you got to go take an exam. The exam is the hard one. So if you don't actually take that class, it's going to be harder for you to pass that exam if you don't take the class.
Got it. And out of curiosity, is there some stuff like, for example, like, I've been doing YouTube for like 4 years.
Right.
And so there is a psychology behind colors, thumbnails, what people want to click on, that type of stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's what I figured.
Not too proud. That's what I figured.
Well, you got to deduce a lot of things, but
Yeah.
you have to make sure and validate what you think is true.
That's true.
So, now, also, what would be a good starting salary for a person getting into UI UX in 2024?
I was about to say, which year?
That's why I made it current.
I'm not going to lie. My mentees and my students, starting for people who already been in the industry just doing transferable skills, they're making like 120 starting. Now, if you don't have transferable skills and you're trying to break in the industry, good 90K to 100K at min.
Okay. Now, outside of the certifications, right, are there any type of softwares, tools? I know you already brought up like a framework in the Agile.
Yeah.
What type of things do they need to know outside of the certifications and stuff to be able to do a job?
Yeah, sure. So what you need to know is Figma. That's the #1 design platform right now because Sketch is about to disappear. InVision's going to disappear. Don't even learn it. Don't even waste your time. Figma is an all-in-one platform where you can pretty much design, prototype, do user story, user research. Also, have a development mode where you can like work with your developers. They can get the code from there. And shout out to Figma because I'm a Figma affiliate, and I gotta rep my brands. But Figma is one. Then you need to learn Miro. Miro is good if you want to do like group stuff, focus group stuff, user maps, journey mapping, affinity mapping, all the user research side of things. That's great for that. The next thing you want to get into is also a little bit of Canva, just in case you're like a one-and-all designer. You got to create presentations, PowerPoints, and all that good stuff. Another tool you need to know is Mobbin. Mobbin is good for doing your competitive research, your market research, to see what your competitors are doing, what can you do differently, what can you do better. User testing is good for if you're doing accessibility testing or user testing. You're also trying to set up surveys to figure out what, type of design will look better. So basically like A/B testing, that's good for that. Another platform I like to use is the Optimal Workshop. They're good for tree testing. So if you're trying to do something with some diagrams and stuff, use tree testing. It's good for card sorting, and it's good for overall focus groups that are virtual, so like remote work. I use that a lot in my user research stuff. And I'm trying to think of any other tools I'm missing. But as of now, those are the main ones.
Now, listen, I'm Canva down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like
my
Boosie and them wipe me down. I'm Canva down. I'm doing all the
Everybody loves
thumbnails in
Canva,
Canva.
baby.
But are all those other tools accessible without like a huge paywall for them to use? Like in my industry, there are certain tools that you can't get access to unless you work for a company.
Yeah, you can all those for free. You can use those as a freelancer, y'all. So you don't even have to like you can buy the enterprise if you want to, but Figma is free. You get one project for free. Optimal Workshop you gotta pay for though. That you gotta pay for that. And then what was the other ones I said? I can't even remember off the road. You know I got ADHD. Mobbing's free until you need more access to things, then you gotta pay for it. Everything will have an up price, but a lot of stuff right now is free.
Okay, and how do you keep track of all the projects or things that you're working on?
I save them to my desktop, like as my favorites, and then I also put it in my Notion. Oh, I love Notion.
Okay.
So Notion is a platform that I use also to keep track of all my projects, everything I'm working on. You can do a Kanban board of all your tools.
I was going to bring up that.
I love Notion, and it's good for people who have like ADHD. It keeps us organized, y'all. So definitely use Notion.
You know what's funny? Notion overcomplicated to me. I'm gonna be honest.
You gotta understand how to use it. Once you learn how to use it, it's so easy.
I tried to, but I was like, I'm a good OneNote guy.
No, I don't like that.
OneNote for me.
Notion, y'all. Use Notion.
I mean, everybody swear by Notion, but give me a good Confluence, Jira, OneNote.
Now, people in freelancing are not gonna be buying no Jira just because
they can use Trello.
I hate that app. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. It's a no for me.
Trello, if you watching, I love you.
I don't like you.
We need a sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor.